Communities are a treasure trove of natural beauty and rich cultural heritage. Standing along the Atlantic coastline, these communities boast breathtaking ocean views, pure beaches and vibrant ecosystems. The coastline is not only a haven for tourists, but also a source of livelihood for many residents who engage in fishing, trading and other related activities. Now, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu aims to sanitize the coastline with strict enforcement of physical development regulations, ensuring that construction adheres to standards and preserves the area's natural beauty. This is Inside Lagos. I'm Adedoja. Salam Adeni.
Ẹni tí ò dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni ò dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Mo ní pé bó o bá dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn òyìnbó débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Haúsá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn Ìgbò débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Gbogbo Yorùbá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tí wọ́n mú lọ. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni ò dé kò yìn ẹkù kan. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ lórí àwa. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ọ̀pọ̀ ò bá dé kò yìn ẹkù.
Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has warned developers against violating urban and physical development regulations. The governor issued this warning during a visit to coastal communities where he assessed the chaotic development in the marine areas. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu led a team of government officials on yet another on-the-spot assessment of projects across the state. Accompanying him were Deputy Governor Obafemi Hamzat, officials from the Ministries of Physical Planning and Urban Development and Environment and Water Resources, as well as personnel from the Lagos State Building Control Agency, LAPSCA. This time, the journey began on the water, heading to communities along Lagos coastal areas. The governor toured Ibishi, Inashi, Ilashe, and surrounding communities to assess infrastructure development and their compliance with regulatory standards. Governor Sanwo-Olu noted the state's rich aquatic endowment and its tourism potential, but expressed concern over widespread non-compliance with urban development guidelines.
This is a major tourism area. You've seen that within a kilometer apart, or 1.5 kilometer, we have both the Atlantic Ocean side and you have the lagoon side. So this whole stretch is a feature that we need to preserve. So what we've seen is that there's also been a lot of disjointed building, going on. There's been a lot of abuse of the fiscal planning approval. There's been complete abuse on the lines that have been set.
He emphasized that no stone will be left unturned in addressing observed anomalies to ensure the state's sustainable development and prosperity.
LAPCA, urban development, they will come and do full enumeration. We'll do a proper full, enumeration. We'll get us built, and we'll now be able to take a final decision. Final decision will be inclusive of how do we regularize, how do we give titles, how do we, ensure that also the locals are not disadvantaged, how do we settle everybody, how do we ensure that life now can begin to come fully back into this neighborhood, and how do we ensure that the tourism potential, more importantly the tourism potential that this whole stretch have, how can government be a strong enabler, for that to happen and be able to, appreciate the opportunity and the potential that this place. And we also see that we have a lot of security personnel that are on ground, and what kind of hospital facilities do we also need to provide for them. So it's a full eco, system.
During the visit, the governor was accompanied by traditional rulers from the area to inspect the newly constructed 30 megawatt ampere electricity station in Ilashe, reaffirming his administration's commitment to improving power supply in the communities.
We have powered the 11 kVA, from 133 to 30, from 132 to 33 and to 11. You've seen that everything has, what is now remaining is really just the connection to the various houses and to the various homes and facilities that we have here. And Eco Disco, there was an official handover of the step-down transformers, to them. So we're bringing life back into this community. But more importantly, we're also bringing a lot of order, a lot of sanity, a lot of reprocessing and understanding how livelihood needs to be.
This inspection came in response to the rapid proliferation of physical developments along the coastal corridor, many of which encroached on approved setbacks and violated the state's physical planning regulations. Recognizing the coastline of Lagos as one of its greatest assets, the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration pledged to continue implementing strategic interventions aimed at unlocking its full economic and tourism potential. Leaving a lasting legacy through effective leadership is not only generational, it sets benchmark and becomes a source of inspiration. This is why the Lagos State government is investing in nurturing future leaders through the Lateef Jakande Leadership Academy. At the graduation ceremony for year 2024-2025 cohort, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu emphasized that impactful leadership remains a product of vision.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1, 2, 3, go!
After a year of intensive leadership-focused training, 30 fellows of the Lateef Jakande Leadership Academy 2024-2025 cohort complete their journey with this graduation ceremony. Named after the first civilian governor of Lagos State, the Academy is tasked with raising transformational leaders for the state and beyond. Executive Secretary of the Academy revealed that 60 fellows have now graduated from the program through the fully funded year-long residential initiative by the Lagos State government.
Leadership is not a moment, but a continuum of service. As we celebrate our graduating fellows, we acknowledge the depth of their journey. Over the past year, they have stretched, challenged, and refined themselves. I think they can all agree. Many have transitioned into public service roles, launched entrepreneurial ventures, and led capstone projects that touch lives across Lagos. Their work reflects our founding conviction that leadership is defined not by titles, but by values and consistent action.
At the ceremony, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu commended the fellows' resilience and growth, describing the academy as proof that leadership is forged through vision, preparation, and character.
The Lateef Jakande Leadership Academy represents that conviction. It's a bridge between the aspiration of youth and the responsibility of leadership. And today, by enshrining the academy into law, we have ensured that this bridge will never collapse. We have ensured that this bridge will never collapse.
Governor Sanwo-Olu reaffirmed his administration's dedication to making the Lateef Jakande Leadership Academy a world-class institution for grooming change makers.
Leadership development is not a passing fancy in Lagos State. It is an enduring covenant. By making the academy a permanent institution, we declare to future generations that Lagos will always invest in its people, that we will always produce leaders who rise above self-interest, and that we will always honor the towering legacy of a former governor of Lagos State, the late Alhaji Lateef Jakande, The man who governed with vision, served with simplicity, and lived as a true servant of its people. The institutionalization of this academy is not merely a legislative act. It is a moral vow that Lagos will never abandon its cultivation of talent and the nurturing of leaders.
The governor also unveiled a book titled Torchbearers, authored by the graduating fellows.
Rethinking Nigeria's future together. I think this is a very big, audacious words that have been used. An anthropology of leadership essays by the fellows of Lateef Jakande Leadership Academy, 2024 to 2025 cohort.
As the academy continues to uphold training of effective and transformational leaders, many believe it will keep producing those who will make meaningful contributions wherever they serve.
I sat on the very chair that Baba Jakande used to sit on, and in that very moment, so many questions raised through my mind. One of them, how many millions of people would have been living an entirely different life now in Lagos? In that moment, I understood what truly leadership means. In one word, it is impact. And over the past year, this fellowship has been nothing less than an immersion into that very idea of impact, of how to lead, not for ourselves, but for others.
Mr. Governor, I'd like to say thank you for not letting my enemies laugh at me. Because I remember someone saying to me, this academy, I don't think anything will happen for anybody. Government just wants to be carrying people up and down. Some months later, he saw me giving a presentation, then had a conversation with me. He says, there's something different about you. Don't tell me it's this academy. And I'm like, Azal now. Of course, it's the academy.
We were stretched intellectually, emotionally, and in ways that demanded resilience. I had the privilege of serving at the Office of Works, led by my teacher and guardian, Dr. Adekunle Olayinka, where I designed a project monitoring platform to track and collect data on public projects in real time. That experience taught me that leadership is not just about ideas, but it's about execution that outlives you.
I've been privileged to sit at the feet of visionary leaders, from His Excellency, Mr. Governor, to the Deputy, and thought leaders who have shared with us not just policies, but principles. We've learned that leadership is not about titles, but about impact. Not about speeches, but about service. For me personally, it has been a privilege to be the president in the final quarter of this fellowship. A humbling reminder of what trust looks like amongst my peers. It taught me that leadership is first about listening and carrying others along.
To act with empathy.
While the 2024-2025 cohort makes the end of their journey, a new chapter begins for another 30 fellows inducted by the 2025-2026 class. Past and present cabinet members of the Lagos State government, the Minister of Education and royal fathers joined Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu at the unveiling of a new 550-seater multipurpose auditorium donated to LASU by Olatunji Bello. The ultra-modern facility, located at the Faculty of Environmental Sciences, is designed to enhance teaching, research, and student engagement.
The benefit of this auditorium will ripple far beyond this campus, contributing to Lagos State educational advancement and empowering our youth with tools to lead, innovate, and transform the society. LASU Ekpe campus will get a 5 MHz mini grid as part of the federal government solarization project.
The transformational leader.
LASU Vice Chancellor Professor Ibiyemi Olatunji Bello, wife of the donor, also called for more private sector and individual support for the university.
We invite you to support the university in the areas of our greatest need. Number 1, Faculty of Engineering building to accommodate 9 departments. 2 blocks of story building staff quarters.
Professor Ibiyemi Olatunji Bello also noted that higher institutions of learning require world-class facilities to provide quality education and produce globally competitive graduates.
For a campus housing the Faculty of Engineering, Faculty of Environmental Sciences, and School of Agriculture, the auditorium marks a significant milestone towards achieving Goal 3 of our administration. That is making infrastructural facilities available and accessible for seamless academic and administrative operations.
The construction of the complex began in 2021 when Tunji Bello turned 60. Rather than hosting a lavish birthday party, he says he chose to invest in a meaningful project and invited friends and associates to contribute towards it.
To the students, I sincerely hope that this auditorium will inspire you to double your zeal, to excel in your academic pursuit, and become the next Ayodele Awujobi, Professor Wole Soyinka, Professor Chike Obi, among other academic giants in our history. Courtesy of VDC Communications, there will be a free Wi-Fi at this auditorium to enhance your experience.
Maintenance of structures like this is undoubtedly a challenge, but Tunji Bello has a better plan.
We recognize that maintenance remains a big challenge vis-a-vis managing public assets. Thanks to the thoughtful generosity of another friend of mine, the maintenance of this auditorium and its facilities will be handled by a private management company for another 1 year, so that within a year, an appropriate and sustainable maintenance protocols will have been established for LASU authorities to assume full responsibilities thereafter. Let me put on record that this auditorium is my own token appreciation to God Almighty for His grace and to my dear native Lagos State for the great opportunities given to me. First, I have also been one of the beneficiaries of Lagos State Government Scholarship Award as an undergraduate at the University of Ibadan in early 1980s, and later the privilege of serving in public office in various capacities.
The donation of the fully furnished 550-seater auditorium is about giving back to the society, and Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu acknowledged the gesture, describing it as a model for responsible leadership and philanthropy.
This modern facility is more than just a building. It is a beacon of knowledge. It's a beacon of creativity and intellectual engagement. It will serve as a hub for academic discourse. It will be a place of cultural exchange. It will be a place of learning and understanding to all of our students and inspiring them to even be of greater excellence.
This is not Mr. Tunji Bello's first intervention at LASU. In 2011, to mark his 50th birthday, he instituted an annual prize for the best graduating indigent, yet academically brilliant student in 5 disciplines: law, mass communication, social sciences, engineering, and medicine.
Tunji Bello could have chosen to lavishly celebrate his birthday, but that money that would have gone for decoration, food, he had decided to put it for the use of humanity. Tunji, we thank God for his life, and I think he's only telling God that he's grateful.
I've known him for more than 30 years. He's somebody who can say no. If he has 10 naira and he knows you are in need, he will give you 9 out of it. So when the way he spends freely, people will think he has excess. That's just him.
Some of the students of the Lagos State University also expressed their gratitude.
This auditorium signifies something great. I mean, this is the first of its kind on Ekpe campus, and it's of immense joy to me as a student that we have an auditorium on Ekpe campus.
It's self-sufficient, meaning that there's light 24/7. So it gives us not just an avenue for learning, but also an avenue for us to do projects even though there's no constant power supply. So for me personally, it's a very good space since it is green and it has its own self-sufficient energy. We can come here regardless of the time, to come and study, do projects, and for our own betterment and for the betterment of the institution.
I'm really happy because this all is one of a kind, and we are pushing that this should not be the last for us as a student. We are really, really happy about what she has brought to our campus.
This is massive. This is something we've been looking forward to seeing on this campus. In fact, we are really happy for the donation of this great auditorium by Honorable Olatunji Bello. We are very much appreciate it.
The Executive Vice Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC, Olatunji Bello, was a fourth-time cabinet member of the Lagos State Government. As a renowned journalist, a lawyer and an environmentalist, he believes public purpose is served better by helping public universities fill the infrastructural gap, which is his humble way of supporting the argument.
The unveiling of this complex is a testament to the donor's vision for education as a key driver of societal progress. By investing in education, Tunji Bello says he aims to leave a lasting legacy that will benefit the future generations. With its resilient communities, the Lagos coastline stands as a testament to the state's rich heritage and boundless potential, inspiring wonder and admiration in all who experience its splendor. And that Honorable Olatunji Bello multipurpose edifice of learning does it on today's edition of Inside Lagos. Many thanks for being a part of it. I'm Adedoja. Salam Adeni.